So again, this is one of the most used shapes that I've used over and over and over again in my projects. You start off with a cube, and then you just scale it. So press R and squish it. So again, just press R and squish it. So again, this is the same technique to make boxes. It's the same technique to make picture frames, ride frames, TVs, screens, windows. So what I do is I go to face mode, and I select that top face, and then I hold shift and I pull inward. So again, it's the same thing when we make like the treasure box or toy box for Andy's room. It's the same technique for making windows. And then I press W and I hold shift and I push downward just enough. And you can look at this and you're like, okay, that looks like a picture frame. And that's all about, your imagination now, because you can press R and squish it and squash it. And now it's a TV. You can mount this on a wall, like put this on a wall, put an image texture inside the screen, make the outline black, and now you got a TV. You could squish it a little bit more this way, and now it's a picture frame. You can put a picture in there of like a family member or like an award. So again, when we're using it for a theme park, you guys can use this for a ride. So right, you could put a, can't ride this unless you're under a certain size, or you could, all different types of signage. You could put your menu for your restaurants. Again, you could take a cylinder and you can make it like a little pole for it by squishing and squashing it until it gets the right length and thinness. Again, you can always just take a cube too and do the same thing, just making a pole for it. But again, you can use this for a sign. You can use it for a TV screen. Again, if you're using a theme park ride, sometimes they'll have screens outside of it telling you the waiting time. It also will have screens outside, like giving you a preview of the ride. So that's how you use that. Like I said, very easy. Again, you press square. Just press square, and then again, like I said, you can scale it. Go face mode, hold shift, pull inward, press W, hold shift, pull downward. And again, that's just what's called extruding. You're pulling inward to make new geometry, pushing downward to move that geometry. And again, you could reuse this for different purposes. If you want to use it for a window for your ride or restaurant, again, it's the same thing. You would just cut a hole out of the wall and put this in there. So for example, if I make another cube, and this is my wall to my ride or restaurant, let's say this is a ride wall, I can go to edit mesh, insert mesh tools, and go to insert edge loop, and then you guys can cut out where you want a window. Remember, switch out of that tool. You can go to face mode and erase the faces, and then you can bring this window and rescale it to fit that hole. And then for the window itself, guys, you can either make a see-through texture on it if you want to really, bring your window to life so you can see outside your restaurant or ride. You can either make the face see-through texture, or you can just erase the texture. So again, I just wanted to show this shape and tool because you can use it over and over again for windows, TV screens. You guys can even use it for cell phones. Again, if you're wanting to put like a tablet or a cell phone that someone dropped on the ground on your ride, or you're going to use tablets for your ride,